We have a question from Zachary. Now, when I was preparing for this podcast today, I read this article, and I'm afraid, Zachary, there's some things here that let's just talk about. Okay. Can you explain keeping your shoulders packed during a kettlebell press? Yeah, I kind of like the way it was explained to me the first time I ever went to a cert, is that ears are shoulder poison. So you want to keep your ears as far away from your shoulders as you can, and you leave those right there. I dug it in. So if you're Olympic lifting, I always tell people, to put 2 pencils inside the lat and where the tricep meets, and try to break those pencils, because that's the position you want to be. There's nothing new about this. Tommy Cohen said the same thing. I also call it Mr. Universe chest. With the kettlebell now, things are a little different because of the bell's going to be here. So what a packed shoulder means in the press is it's down here. And as I press, my press goes into a natural J curve. As I'm going to press, as I start, my hand moves away just a little bit until my forearm is perpendicular to the ground, and then I just drive up. And if I do it correctly, where I'm driving up so that my I want my bicep on my ear, I want that weight back a little bit. The bicep on ear, weight behind, sort of behind the ear a little bit. Not back here like I'm in a backstroke, but just stacked and vertical. And here, what you'll notice is if I can't karate chop you, it's wrong. Okay, so at the top, I should be able to stick my hand in the fold between the deltoid and the neck. So that's what it means in a kettlebell press. It seems like doing this shortens the range of motion. Well, as someone who's pressed the beast, the 48 kilo for 13 reps, you want that range of motion short. That's a lot of weight, man. I think that's okay. Yeah, people get into the range of motion thing sometimes. When I was a powerlifter, I had a teammate who was born to bench a lot. We used to joke because his arms were much shorter than a discus thrower's arms. And when he benched, he went beep like that. It's the range of motion. This isn't necessary. This is a strength movement that has mobility properties, but it's not a mobility movement. I am confused as to why a barbell press ends with a shrug up. That's what when I read that, Zachary, that's when I started wondering if I don't totally understand what you're talking about here. Shrug up at the finish. So I have cleaned from the floor and strict military pressed 300 pounds. I got to tell you one thing, man. You don't shrug at the end. You're down and tight. Man, I don't know. I don't know where you got this information of shrugging your shoulders at the end of a press, barbell press. I don't know. I look back real quickly at some of my old strength and health magazines, and no one's doing that back when the press was an event in the Olympics. I don't know who would recommend that, but to me it's like that little exercise that McCoy used to recommend back in the 50s. At the top of a bench press, you would do these, we call them horizontal shrugs, which was an extra range of motion. Or when Dick Notler had me do little press outs to increase my strength, my overhead strength. But I don't know who would recommend shrugging the shoulders at the top. You got me all scratching my face here, man. I don't know. I don't. And then you say, how could 2 press techniques be so opposite? They're not. But I'd have to find out exactly what you're talking about. And I apologize for not knowing that. Thank you.